today we are going to cover the topic drift velocity. So as in last video I told you that current is produced when electrons move from one end towards the another end of conductor in same direction. When all electrons are moving in same direction, then current are produced. But they only move in same direction when they are connected to an external electric field. So when they are connected to external, they move in same direction. But when they are not connected to external electric field, they all move in random directions. So when they are connected, they all move in a same path. They all move in same direction. So they move from negative terminal to the positive terminal of the battery. They don't follow the straight path. They follow a zigzag path as shown in the figure. When they are connected to external electric field, they follow the zigzag path to move from one end towards the other end. Now why does they follow such kind of path? See, in between the conductor there are positive ions also. So when they move from one end towards another end, they collide with them, and when they collide, they change their direction. Suppose it went from here, it collided here, change direction, again moving forward, collided, change direction. So they follow a zigzag path to move from one end towards the other end of conductor. So they actually don't move, they drift. We say the word drift. They drift from one end towards the other end. So the velocity with which they are moving is known as drift velocity. This is the meaning. When electrons are subject to electric field, they do move randomly, but they slowly drift in one direction. The average velocity at which these electrons drift is known as drift velocity. This is the definition. Now how to find an expression for it? When electrons are connected with external electric field, they experience a force that is given by F is equal to minus EE. How? In electrostats we learned F is equal to QE. So Q is minus E over here because they are electrons. Acceleration on each electron would be F by M. F is minus EE. So you put the value, you get minus EE by ME, where ME is mass of electron. Now when the electron collide, it will gain the velocity. The velocity can be given as U1 plus A tau 1. Similarly, second electron V2 plus U2 plus A tau 2. These are U1 and U2. So what is tau 1 and what is tau 2? This is not a simple time period or simple time. It is the time interval between two successive collisions when the electron collide with a positive ion. So time interval till which it had traveled is tau 1. That is called relaxation time. That is the time interval between two successive collisions. Suppose it has n electrons. So similarly we can find value of velocity of each electron. V1 is U1 plus AT1, V2 is U2 plus AT2, and similarly Vn would be Un plus Atn. Now what is drift velocity? Average of all these velocities, that is V1 plus V2 plus V3 up to Vn divided by n. So Vd is this V1 plus V2 plus Vn divided by n. Now if you put all the values, what you can do, you can separate U from one side and take A from others. So you get, so it is U1 plus U2 up to Un plus A tau 1 plus tau 2 up to tau n divided by n. This n can be divided both sides. Divided. Now this is average initial velocity. This is average initial velocity, and this term T1 plus T2 up to Tn divided by n is average relaxation time of the electrons. Now initial average will be taken as 0 because they all are moving in random direction. So we take this value as 0. This initial average velocity taken as 0. So we are left with 0 plus A tau. A we have calculated earlier, that was EE by M. So we put the value EE by M tau. This is the expression for drift velocity of free electrons. You can easily derive this if you remember the definition, that is average velocity. So this is how you find average velocity. You just have to put the values of V1, V2 and Vn and just separate them. And when you separate them, you get your expression.